What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Shaw and Steele Show. We're going to recap these Week 13 college football games really quickly because Steele Chambers is somewhere enjoying his life. Steele Chambers, where are you at? Is that a roller coaster behind you?
Yeah, I'm in Epic Universe. I just got done at the trial of Dolores in the Wizard World, and now I'm drinking a butterbeer.
Okay, you see, not everybody lives the same life. Steele Chambers certainly lives better than the rest of us, but somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. Okay, Steele Chambers, this is going to be a really quick video. 2 games we're going to recap. Just 2 games, maybe 3 if you want, but I got 2 in mind. The first one is we got to start with my USC Trojans, man. That game had me absolutely devastated. You talked about being able to stop the run was going to be the key. Unfortunately, we did not stop the run, and to make matters worse, we couldn't get the run game going ourselves. They were down some guys. We were down some guys. I've been hearing about the refs. Been hearing about a lot of stuff. Both teams got really bad calls. Both teams are very sloppy. But at the end of the day, Oregon played better than us, and I think they were the better team, unfortunately. But with that being said, my final thoughts on this is, listen, USC, let's go beat UCLA this upcoming weekend. Go 9-3, get a big bowl game. You're 10-3, and that's a step in the right direction. The rebuild has been happening over the last couple of years, and now I think the future is very bright with that number 1 recruiting class. They're going to be fine. They're going to be in the hunt for the Big Ten championships within the next 3 years. Steele?
I mean, yeah, congrats. You're going to go to the Potato Bowl or the freaking Mayo Bowl. I mean, congrats on the great season this year, USC. Really. I mean,
Steele, I can't wait for the table. I can't wait for the tables to turn, man. I cannot wait for the tables to turn.
those tables aren't going to turn, man. They're staying flat. First of all, if you guys didn't have those wide receivers, you would have gotten absolutely dog walked. That's all you guys had. Like, that's the one thing I'll give you. They go up and they get balls. They get those 50-50 balls. Because Mayava, man, he was just throwing into double coverage. He just didn't care much for protecting the ball the entire game. Like, he should have had like 3 or 4 picks. But, I mean.
Yeah, and I will say Jaden is one of those guys, bro, where, when he decides to be a gunslinger and throw it in the triple coverage and double coverage, you'll see him do it often. There's some practices when he's making all the right decisions and he's on fire, but there's other practices where he's having a tough time picking up what's going on in the secondary, and he's just trusting his arm a little bit too much. So he definitely put himself in some tough situations. But Steele, keep going.
Yeah, but yeah, he was kind of forcefully put in those situations because the run game was just so poor. Usually they're well balanced. They have King Miller doing well, 100 yards or so on the ground. But in this game, Oregon really shut him down up front. Bayer Alexander, that Oregon front was fantastic. So he was forced into having to make these big time plays because the USC defense, they were doing nothing to stop Oregon. I mean, they put up 42 points on them. You got to be able to continuously take shots. And against an Oregon defense that's known for being the best pass defense in the entire country, that's just hard to do.
Yeah, it is tough. They certainly got theirs. I tell you, Jacoby Lane and Mekhi Lemon, they are phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And then that pass, how about that pass play that Mekhi had?
Wait, yeah, who's 16? I mean, they were utilizing him a lot.
A young freshman, bro, a true freshman. Tanook Hines, he's going to be a great player, tough, been working his ass off on special teams, getting better and better and better, and he's been doing his thing.
That's the one thing I'll give you guys. Jesus. That's the one thing I'll give you guys. I mean, your receivers are good. Mekhi Lemon's good. Jacoby Lane, is just an ultimate 50-50 ball kind of guy. And then new man on the scene. If you could build around that, maybe build up that interior a little bit on offense and defense, I mean, you got yourself a squad.
That's what I'm saying. It's the big picture, Steele. It's the
fuck you guys anyway. Fuck the Trojans.
It's the big picture. Okay, USC, tough loss, but still have a chance to have a really good season. Now, let's move to a team that just broke my soul, broke my heart. You've been hating on them the last couple of weeks, but I've had faith in them. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Hans King, his Heisman hopes are over. Their playoff hopes are done. Now the ACC is even more of a mess. I think it's like SMU and maybe Pitt, maybe Virginia right now. I have no idea. I know SMU.
So yeah, SMU and Virginia are in control. If Miami beats Pitt this weekend, then if Miami beats Pitt, then they also need Virginia to lose because SMU has the head-to-head to them.
Okay, so if that were to happen, then it would be a rematch SMU of Miami.
I believe so. All I know is that Virginia and SMU control their destiny. It's looking like it'll be those two.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it looks like Narduzzi's comments. I mean, he definitely had his team geared up, ready to play. Talking about that Notre Dame game didn't matter. We just got to win the next two, which is we talked about it enough being BS. But listen, they came out, they played well, they dominated. Haynes King, probably his worst game, definitely of the season, maybe since he's been there. That pick six, they look like they're starting to get back into it. He threw the 100-yard pick six. That was bad, but Georgia Tech. What do you see with them for this season? How would you chalk this season up? I mean, they got a big one. Went to like 7 overtimes against Georgia last year, so let's see what they can do. But they're definitely cooked for the playoffs, right?
Yeah, they're cooked for the playoffs. I mean, their defense, you can't trust them at all. Mason Heitzel had a really good day at quarterback.
Yeah,
Jalen Turner, 200 yards on the ground. So, as a defense, you got to be able to stop that. And then
that
you got to
defense
help.
is abysmal. All the last
Yeah,
couple of years, abysmal.
yeah, because we talked about it. The key to this game, because both defenses were going to give up a lot of points, but one of these teams had to make a big time turnover or something in order to turn the tides. And that's exactly what Pitt did. Because
Exactly.
Haynes King, that Georgia Tech offense still put up a lot of points, but they had the pick six down the red zone, had another turnover. And
Yeah.
then Georgia Tech, they had not make a big stop because Georgia Tech, I mean, because the offense was starting to get into it a little bit at the end. But
Right.
they let off like a 70-yard touchdown run, and then after that, there's just no way that they were going to stop hitting scoring.
Yeah. It was. They had to
You,
play catch up, sort of like USC.
exactly.
Once you get in those kind of boat races, you either have the team to win the race or you don't. And Georgia Tech didn't have the team to win that race the other night. Now let's move on. You ready? Or you got any last thoughts with that one? Okay, you're cutting out a little bit. Hopefully. Oh, here
I'm
you're coming.
I'm muted.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we got BYU, Cincinnati. I'm 2 for 2 picking against my Bearcats, man. Picking against the Bearcats. I know. You're sick about this one. Um, but yeah, what did you see with this one, Steele?
I saw classic BYU football, man.
Yes,
They
yeah,
they ran they ran the ball, controlled the clock. LJ had 222 yards on the ground. Bear Bachmeyer, of course, contributed. And then their defense was the ultimate bend don't break. I mean,
yes,
Sorsby still had 300 yards in the air, but they forced him into 3 field goals, missed all 3 of them. So terrible
yeah.
on special teams for the Bearcats.
Well, you remember,
And
Steele. Remember when they played Texas Tech? I mean, that game could have been like 56-0. But their defense kept them around, holding them to field goals. I mean, this BYU team is a really good team. I really, really am looking forward to seeing a Big 12, assuming we get that Big 12 rematch between Texas Tech and BYU, because I think that's going to be a neutral site. I think that's going to be a good game.
Dallas, not really.
Okay, it's in Dallas.
It'll lean towards Texas Tech.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know though. The BYU fans are pretty wild. I don't know how they do the tickets there. I think they try to do them evenly, but we'll see. So Bear Bachmeyer, I mean, this guy, Steele, what do you think the ceiling is for him in terms of his career? Do you think he's going to be an NFL guy when it's all said and done, or do you think he's going to be like one of those like Tim Tebow, NFL legend or college football legend, but maybe not pan out on the big stage? Or do you think it's just a little bit too early to tell?
It's too early to tell. First of all, he's already off to a great start. I mean, the dude's 17, 18 years old, a freshman playing at a high level like this. Well, it's just hard because you look at the way he plays and you just don't really see a comparison to him in the NFL right now. I mean, he's a
Yeah,
big, stocky dude. I can't tell you how many times I've been watching their games. They just zoom in on his ass and legs to just show how thick he is.
they
So
do
it's
talk
hard.
about this. Like, look at this guy. He's 240, thick as it gets.
I know, dude. So it's hard to get a solid comparison on him, but right now, just his composure, his demeanor, that screams NFL quarterback. Does
Yeah,
he have the talent to be a starting NFL quarterback? I don't know. I don't
but
recruit quarterbacks
yeah,
like that. I'm not Gruden,
yeah,
but right now he's definitely on the right path. He seems like a
yeah.
hell of a dude.
Now there is something that's in my mind I want to bring up. That Dante Moore man from Oregon, his personality, dude. He's just a flatline guy. I mean, he doesn't. He's a ice cold killer. That guy's an ice cold killer, man.
I mean, the win kind of loses a little bit of its shine, but we saw that early on against Penn State.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was
Exactly.
cool,
Dude,
calm, and
that's
collected, man.
and real quick because there's a couple things I really want to hit on tonight. Now, just now remembering that's Sadiq. That's a real deal player. That's a real deal NFL player.
Dude, Dude, he's built like I don't even know what the hell he's built. He's got 2% body fat.
I know, dude.
Built
He
like a
is
predator.
he is he's going to and you know how those scouts are, man. You know how that draft process goes. That's a little
Oh,
interesting.
dude, whenever they strip him down and take a picture of him up on that stage during the draft process, they are going to be pressed up against their zipper looking at him.
Exactly. No, exactly. You know how those scouts get down. They're going to be raving about him. But yeah, Oregon's got some really good players. Okay, now still staying in the Big 12 real quick. I didn't watch this game too closely, but I was paying attention to it because it was wild. Kansas State, Utah. I mean, Utah, you got to give them credit. They fought back and got a big win because it was looking ugly for the majority of that game. And Utah, man, they're right there. I think it's going to be tough, especially if they're going to miss the Big 12 championship. But they're right there. Steele, what do you think? Did you get to see any of that or no?
I watched a little bit of it. It was just an absolute ground attack from Dampier and the Utes. He was crazy on the ground. I mean, Kansas State put up 47 points, couldn't win. It was just classic, sorry, like, it was like watching one of those late night Pac-12 games
Yeah, literally,
where
Pac-12
yeah,
after
yeah,
dark,
where it's like 2 a.m. in the morning and there's 100 points on the board.
just going
I
at
mean,
it.
congrats to the Utes because right now it's obviously BYU and Texas Tech out in the front, but if one of them slips, no, they have head-to-head losses on both of them. Never mind.
Yes,
I mean,
Utah's cooked.
yeah, Utah's cooked, but I mean, still congrats to them pull out a win. Even
You
though,
might see a Utah USC bowl game matchup. That could happen.
I mean, yeah, and in which case I'd go for the Utes.
Oh my God, you can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. Steel Chambers, is there anything else from the weekend that you wanted to bring up? Anything that stood out to you? Any other games?
I guess maybe a couple things. Ohio State
Oh yeah,
came out a
that run
little.
game.
Run game's getting going, but I will say it came out a little slow. Rutgers was able to move the ball on them a little bit. Teams are
Mhm,
finding a little bit of success getting on the outside of that defense, but they usually adjust to it. But that's just something to look at for next week whenever you're going against a high run team like the team up north.
mhm.
And then, of course, their injuries. Jeremiah Carnell not playing,
Yeah,
probably for good reason. I mean, next week is the
crazy.
game. And then Lorenzo Styles, that sucks seeing. Um, I don't want to say anything, but it looked like a possible collarbone.
Yeah, and
Just
he was really playing some good football too.
yeah, so it'll be interesting what their game plan is next week because usually they have
Jermaine go
yeah,
inside.
usually Jermaine is going to go to that nickel and then they'll have a young freshman outside. So that'll be interesting having freshmen have like his second start in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, real quick, I'm just a little distracted. Let me see that roller coaster behind you, over your shoulder. Yeah, that one. Damn, dude. Is it hot? Is it hot out?
No, not really. It's a solid 79 degrees, like probably
Yeah.
79 degrees. Yeah, this one's I think it's called like the Ball Buster, Star Buster.
Yeah, dude, Ohio State, man. I texted you in the first quarter of that. I'm like, man, are they cooling off at the wrong time? Because a lot of it is about getting hot at the right time. I mean, you can be great all year, but if you start playing a little iffy towards the end of it, you're going to struggle. But I think they're fine. I wouldn't say they're trending down or anything. I think they're still the same machine, and they're going to be full tilt ready for this game. But we'll
Yeah.
get into more later in the week.
Oh, and then one last game, Oklahoma, Missouri,
Oh yeah, Oklahoma, Missouri.
because Oklahoma to start off the game, Missouri came out, attacked their strength, and that's their run defense. Really like that.
Yeah.
Beulah played. I guess we
I
never
know,
clocked
dude.
that.
I was like, what the? I was
Yeah,
shocked. I thought he had a season-ending injury. I guess not.
yeah,
We missed that one, Steele, but I don't blame us for that because that came out of nowhere.
yeah. But I mean, Missouri came out strong that first drive. They
Yeah,
only got 3 points, but they established the run. But then after
dude.
that, I mean, they just stayed one dimensional. They had no
Steel,
curveball to really help with the run game. No passing from Beulah.
Steel Chambers, bro. That was one of the best opening drives I've ever seen. Unfortunately, they had to settle for a field goal. So they probably had like 80, 75 total yards on that first drive. And I think after the next three drives, they like lost all that freaking yardage pretty much damn near. I mean, if there is a defense, let me ask you this, Steele. Oklahoma defense or Ohio State defense? Is it close? Is Ohio State way ahead? Because I think if there's a defense that could carry their team to a national championship, it's one of those two, obviously. But Oklahoma, man, especially the last couple of weeks, they're carrying that team.
I would say Ohio State defense, where Oklahoma sort of looks better at times, is the fact that they have more on their shoulders as far as the game plan.
Yeah,
Because offense against Missouri didn't really do much. They had that long play to Satania, which
yeah,
you love seeing them use their weapons. But
those RPOs are getting going a little bit.
yeah, that defense is forced to do so much for this Oklahoma team. Meanwhile, Ohio State, they've got a high-powered offense that's able to put points on the board. So
Exactly.
you're not really seeing them having these pick sixes, these strip
Right.
sacks, touchdowns, except for Caden Curry, of course.
Dude, our boy, man, our boy is freaking balling out. He went
All
Caden Salute, man. He's been going crazy. Another phenomenal game, and it's just, I mean, very very talented. But like I said, and we brought this up with Tim, man, is he plays freaking hard every snap. He is a dog, man. So he's going to need to. I think he hasn't been getting the kind of recognition he deserves, even with the year he's having. So I'm pumped for the game coming up. We'll get more into it, obviously, but if he tears it up in that one, which I know he will, I think he'll start getting that kind of national shit that he should. And now, still, Arvell Reese. Did you see a lot of mock drafts got him going number one? We were talking about this before the season, or early in the season. Are you surprised by Arvell Reese potentially being a number one pick, or not at all?
If he goes number one, then they're just going to stick him on the edge because you're not picking an off-ball linebacker at that number one spot.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
But I mean, I've just never seen a guy go from not really talked about at all. Now he's everyone's number one pick at a position.
Yeah, I gotta ask. I gotta cut you off real quick. Can the guys speak? Is he like? I mean, you don't ever see him on media stuff. You don't ever they hide him. It's like they hide him. I mean, what are we dealing with here? Is Arvell Reese? What's his deal, man?
He's a quiet dude.
He's a quiet.
He doesn't have much. He doesn't have much to say. I mean, I love those guys. I mean, I feel like
I love him too.
Jeremiah Smith kind of goes in that pond where they're just guys that go out and do their business, and he's one of them. I mean,
listen, if you can have a team full of those, that's how you win. That's how you win national championships.
That's the culture over there. Unlike USC, where you got your wide receiver going over and trying to steal the ball from a dude that just picked you off. Like, what the hell is that? How about all those penalties you guys had? Where's the discipline?
Steele, it was a bad day to be a Trojan. I was embarrassed by that, and that is not a reflection of our everyday habits over there at the University of Southern California.
Obviously, is everything you do is a picture perfect image of what you are.
That's what you guys God! Are. You just remind me of Matt Barnes. You are what you do.
Man, I opened my ears and I listened to him. That's why I was able to tell you that.
He was a great coach. Great coach. Okay, Steele Chambers, what ride's coming up next for you, man?
I'm going on the Ball Buster. Then I'm going to the Isle of Burke, where I'm going to ride Dragon.
Okay, you go ride a Dragon, man. This was a great episode. I appreciate you hopping in and getting this done. We have a lot of good things coming up. It's the best week of the year. Christmas, Thanksgiving, everything comes below. Well, I guess Thanksgiving is this week as well, but you know what I'm saying. This Saturday is the best day of the year.
We're gonna have a long talk about this upcoming Saturday.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it. All right, Steele, I appreciate you, brother.
All right, appreciate you, brother. Talk to you later.